Well, it's a Patreon bonus. We're getting ready to go out and paddle. This is one of my put-ins. It's actually on a pretty busy highway, but it's a great put-in because I get a nice little spot to park. Mario already hopped on the boat. He's already ready to go. But I wanted to take you friends along, my Patreon friends. Boy, I love the support. I just looked at my Patreon count and it increased. And I think simply because people wanted to see the live feed, and that went so well. It went so well. I'm so happy. So we're gonna paddle across that big bay over there, and then we'll talk. We'll do like a Patreon talk. Yeah, with Mario, my co-pilot. See how he just balances on this thing? I'm gonna get in it. Well, we landed, and that was a long paddle. I usually come up and take a little break. There's a little bit of a chop, and you know what? It's a weird chop. This is where I was last week, and it wasn't just a chop, it was monster waves. This is what I talked about on my live stream. And this is where Mario, he jumped in and he made it to the shoreline, but then he was one dock over, and I don't know what happened. He either fell in or jumped in, but the waves were broaching my cockpit. That's how bad it was. It was not good. The water feels really good today. But that's a long paddle across that bay. I went from way over there. And sometimes it doesn't look like it's a long paddle. It's a long paddle. It's a long paddle. So I'm going to stay here for just a little bit. Mario kind of just, you know, does this thing, and then I'm going to continue all the way. I have to go all the way around there, and then there's an island that I've actually filmed on before. This is my leisure time, but I get a pretty darn good workout. Well, because this is kind of like a Patreon bonus. It's like I think I'm going to start doing this, doing just Patreon only vlogs that only you guys can see. I mean, why not? Because, you know, I want the most bang for your buck. So maybe I'll be doing this like weekly for you. Last time I was here, I was talking about dating. That's going to be actually on YouTube. It's going to be a video, I don't know, hopefully pretty soon. But, you know, I want to kind of take you behind the scenes and talk a little bit about how I do my filming and everything. Just so you kind of understand. Sometimes it can be confusing, because some people really notice things well. That like they'll see stuff like, oh, there's no leaves on the trees, and there's leaves on the trees now. When I upload videos, sometimes the video can be a couple weeks old. I have the camera with me all the time, and I try to be as current as possible. But because, you know, I'm carrying the camera with me all the time, sometimes the videos go up and they're not timely. They're not exactly on June 25th. They're not exactly on August 30th. They may have been filmed a couple weeks ahead. Now, sometimes it's okay because a lot of it is just educational, but my vlogs, you know, I fall behind on, because I'm always talking and I always have so much to share. But lately, like, I'm going to be posting a video probably pretty soon, and it's older and it has sprig in it. And everybody was under the assumption that I had sprig all the time. Well, here's a Patreon secret. I don't have sprig anymore. Promises were broken, like really broken bad. And I've had to come to terms with the loss of that dog. I saw the dog after the divorce, and I was supposed to see him weekly. I saw him only 3 times. Now in the video, it looked like I'm seeing him all the time. No. I'd have to text and beg and beg for the dog, and then when I'd get him, I'd get him for a day. And I'd make like a couple videos of it because we had a full day. But the truth of the matter is, now my ex has not honored his promise. And I probably knew that, you know. I probably knew that. And that's okay, because it's like the Lord is revealing truth to me. And it's taken me a while to come to terms with it. But the loss of the dog, even though it's hard, and that dog was with me 24/7. I mean, you know, you watch my videos, that dog on the homestead was with me. But the Lord's like, you know what? You are now mine. You're mine. And there are things that you're going to have to give up that gonna hurt a lot. But just like my last sermon said, he may take even the things that you love away from you. And I know there's people out there who have had things that they love taken away from them. But it comes down to trusting the Lord, because He is everything. He is our Creator. He knows what's best for us. He knows what's better for us. And we forget about eternity. We forget that the things that He's taking away now, we're going to have an eternal home. So keep remembering that. The loss now hurts. It hurts. But our Lord loves us. He knows loss. He knows that pain. And all I can say is just trust Him. And that's why, I couldn't share this on YouTube, because people would probably freak out. They'd be, hating on Mr. Hilder. And I don't want people to hate him. My ex is a very sad person. He's just lost. He is so lost. And he doesn't know the Lord. And he's got a lot of stuff from his past that has polluted his mind and his heart and made him a very hard and bitter man. And you know what? God delivered me from that. But look at what the Lord has given me. Look at what He has delivered me from. And even though I have lost good things, He always replaces with some type of joy. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So my Patreon friends, that's a vlog lesson from Starry. I might keep it short. Can't be talking all day. So we're going to stop here, and maybe I'll turn on the camera and show you my final destination. But just wanted to get a little personal with you. And just know that when I'm doing these videos, you may see Sprig on maybe 1 or 2 more videos, but there's no more dog. But I have Mario, and he makes up for that loss. Not all of it. I got to learn how to deny myself and just walk through it. And you know what? The Lord brings me all of you too, so that helps a lot. That helps a lot. So, if you're there right now in that place where things have been taken away from you, don't give up on the Lord. And be open to what He brings you. Be open to the little things that He may be showing you that is there, placed there in your life to comfort you. So watch this as I load up, because I didn't know where Mario is. I didn't know where Mario went. He's got this whole island, so I'm like, where is this dog? Oh, there he is. He hides in the bush. So watch, I'll load up, and he just comes right out. He knows when it's time to come out. Watch this, he knows. There's his spot. Watch him. Watch him. There you go. All right, you ready, Mario? You ready? He sits right down. That's the coolest dog in the world. I'm telling you, you gotta get one, but you can't have mine.